Hey everyone, Chell here with Prismatic Powders. Today we're going to reveal what we believe are the top 3 mistakes professional powder coaters make. But before we dive in, please click those like and subscribe buttons. Now a while back we did a video about the top 5 mistakes beginner powder coaters make, and now we'll take a look at the professional. We all make mistakes, pros are no different, we just make different mistakes. But the professional has more to lose. So this is an important look at those common mistakes and what to do about them. Now we've compiled our list from calls and emails that we receive, as well as my own personal experience as a professional powder coater. We're keeping our list at 3 for the sake of time because we're going to go into some depth on each mistake. So, we'll start from 3 and work our way to number 1. All right, number 3, neglecting to spray a test piece. Sometimes as powder coaters, our experience can get in the way and maybe we feel that we can get whatever powder we want and shoot it successfully. However, spraying a test piece or a test panel is a good practice no matter what your skill level and no matter who you are. All powders have their own spraying characteristics, so it's always a good idea to spray a test piece before going for broke on a customer's parts. It's never a waste of time. And let's face it, some powders are easier to apply than others, and this way you'll know what to expect before applying it to paying work. Number 2, neglecting to set expectations for your customer. This is a biggie. As a professional, it's important to set the expectations for a customer. This will allow you to have control over their experience with you as a shop. However, it's not uncommon for a customer to set the expectation with the shop. For example, here's a scenario that we've heard quite a few times. A customer purchases powder online, walks into a shop for a quote to do the work. Essentially, they say something like this: "Hey, I have these parts, and I bought this powder. How much will you charge me to coat my parts?" The shop coats the parts exactly as the customer asks, and the customer doesn't like it because it doesn't match the picture they saw online, or the texture was a little different than they thought, or maybe it needed to top coat to get the finished result, and the customer didn't know it or provide it. Now both parties are unhappy. Another common scenario is that a customer wants a certain color, but the type of powder doesn't suit the application, and somewhere down the line there are problems with the coating, whether it was faded too quickly in the sun, or it didn't offer an adequate amount of chemical resistance, or whatever. It's the shop's responsibility to guide the customer through the process and help them choose the appropriate powder for the use of their project. This is just as important as managing the customer's expectations regarding your pricing and time frame, because powder coating is not simply about colors. There are many types of powders and each kind serves a purpose, so educating and helping the customer navigate the process is crucial. Number 1, numero uno, assuming you already know. It has been said that the only barrier to the truth is the presumption that you already know it. A lot of times what gets in our way is ourselves. In the case of a professional, assumptions are often at the root and cause of many mistakes. And not to mention, assuming you know can also be why someone won't heed good advice. For example, you might think you've sprayed a similar color so you know how to spray something else, or maybe you set your oven to 400 degrees and you cure all your powder at 400 because, hey, that's what you've always done. It flows out. Visually, you can't really tell a difference between that and curing at 350. Eventually, these kinds of assumptions will come back to haunt you, and this is why you really should pay close attention to the information that is set up to help you, such as a cure schedule or tech data sheets. Admittedly, it does take a certain level of humility for us to admit that we don't know something or to ask for advice. But there is something great about always having a learner's mind. This is ultimately how we all get better and learn new things. Since education is the main purpose for this channel, and there are numerous forums out there that are full of information and others who have a helping spirit, there's no good reason why we can't lift each other up. All advancements are made by facing and mastering the unknown ultimately to make it known and then pushing the boundaries into the unknown again. We're always learning. Now, that concludes our short top 3 list. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it gives you something to chew on and fight about in the comments. Just kidding. We appreciate you. We're here to help. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.